Hi, Jack. Welcome back to my channel. Talking about the GoPro. This is the low entry, very low bottom of the cameras that GoPro do. So yeah, this GoPro has no Wi-Fi. The GoPro next level up from this one has Wi-Fi, same as this one, but Wi-Fi, and then it goes up in the levels. So I thought I'd do an unboxing of the standard GoPro. It's got no name to it, just a GoPro Hero. That's basically all it's called. Where all the ones tend to take the Hero 4 type name for it. So this is very much the very entry level of the GoPro. So we're just doing an unboxing, see what's inside. And so just run over the specs quickly with this. Integrated camera. It comes with built-in battery, so you can't take the battery out. It's built into it. It's got a built-in integrated camera housing, so it comes with all the waterproof bits itself. It's got a skeleton back door, okay, spare, quick release buckle. Comes with flat adhesive mounts, so you can mount it onto obviously flat surfaces and stuff. It's got a curved adhesive mount, so if you want to put on a helmet or some sort of curved surface you're trying to connect to. Comes a USB cable as well for charging, and it's a different box to the normal what we're used to on the GoPro side. So very sort of basic box for, I suppose, very much a basic camera. Don't expect Wi-Fi from this because there's no Wi-Fi to this, so you can't connect to your iPhone to it and see what you're recording. You very much have to go by what you think you're recording. Very much with GoPro, it's very easy to recognise the field of vision. It's more like this sort of angle. So you know, sort of the camera's here, you know it's going to film that angle. So if you're holding the camera at you like this, you know it's going to get you. Okay, so it's quite easy. Once you get to know the field of vision, it's very much easy to point. So I tend to use a lot of my GoPro stuff, especially around like events and shows and stuff. It's very much easy to point and remember where the field of vision is, and normally it's spot on every time. It's really, really easy. So we're going to have a look what's inside, what we get inside with this, and we're going to all charged up, and then we'll have a little close look to it and see what the quality and stuff of the GoPro Hero is all about. Right, so you need to undo this, so slide down the side there of a sharp object, same that side, then the top sleeve should literally just come off, like so. Nice easy. So on there you've got your details of like what it actually does. So resolution, 1080p, 30 frames or 25 frames per second, field of view ultra wide, 720p, 60 frames or 50 frames per second, ultra wide, and 720p SuperView at 60 or 50 frames, ultra wide again. And a photo on here's resolution is 50 megapixels, burst rate 50 megapixel at 5 frames per second, and time lapse at 0.5 second interval. So you can do time lapse on this. Auto light, SuperView tends to be mostly on all the new GoPro models. Auto light, fantastic feature basically. So there we go. Then on the back you can download the GoPro software if you haven't got any editing software. This is free for you to use on PC or Mac as well. Straightforward. Remember, this does take a 32 gig. I'll see it on here somewhere. It shows on there. Yeah, sports micro SD card up to 32 gigs max. So remember that 32 gigs. This is restricted to because the other ones can do 64. But on here it says sports micro SD card up to 32 gigs, class 10 or UHS-1 required, sold separately. So it doesn't come with a memory card. So you must remember to, when you buy one of these, buy a memory card. So in the box, it says optional extras. You can buy chest harness, suction cups, fixed clamps, and three-way extension things. Blah blah blah. Waterproof up to 40 meters. So this is waterproof straight from the box, which is nice and easy for going swimming with it. So let's get out. So the box comes off nice and easy. There we go. And in the box we have all the instructions and different languages and warranty and your GoPro stickers. So there you go. You got those. To put them to one side. And it's always handy to buy a little cloth like this so you can keep your lens clean. It doesn't come with one, so always buy an additional so you can keep that super clean. Otherwise you end up getting poor quality from it. So take the little plastic cover off. Out comes the GoPro, so there she is. So let's just make sure I've got everything from the box. We also got leads, USB lead, little accessory pack with those suction and sort of adhesive pads. And we've got one back door. I'll tell you what the difference between that back door is to the one that's actually on it. So let's move that to one side. So this is basically what you get. It's a GoPro Hero. So again, very basic. It already comes with a bracket on the bottom here, which you can then slide onto using these brackets, or you can buy different mounts for them to slide into. So that unscrews quite nice and easy off the bottom, and screw it back on again. And it's also adjustable to how you want to angle the camera Very straightforward. On the back you've got, this is the waterproof housing, so everything on here is completely sealed. So you put straight that into water, it's going to record and it's going to be waterproof. This back door thing here, if you're filming during the day and you're not going anywhere near water, or not going to be putting it underwater for any reason, and it's a sunny day, GoPros tend to get quite hot when you're using them, need to be kept cool. So this has spare housing, you can literally, you just pull this off, and then that pulls off from the bottom, then you can just plug that one back in. And then the difference between these two, because that's waterproof, so it makes it airtight. So being in an airtight environment will make this go quite warm quite quickly. So obviously it doesn't matter if you're underwater, because the water's going to keep this nice and cool anyway. But if you want to keep it cool while you're actually filming above the water and running around, and it's a sunny day, then it's worth having one of these housings here, which basically means it's got a hole there, still on the side there, so it's still splash proof, but obviously it gives you those little bit of holes there, so it keeps the battery cool and the GoPro nice and cool as well. And also it gives you options to get to your USB here, because when you've got that housing on closed, you can't charge, you have to take that off, charge in there. But if you use this housing, so mostly you're going to be using running around, chasing around people around the park or field or kids or whatever, it's worth just putting this one on it, and then that way at least you don't have to get open the back door to put your charger back into it. So, but again, as I say, it doesn't come out the case, it's built into the case, so you can't get it out. So you have your micro SD card slot here, and you've got your charging USB here, and that's basically that is it on that side here. And on the side we've got, snaps back into place. We've got your two main buttons on here, so it's a little bit different from the other GoPros. So you have your, I think this is the select button. That's the button to get the modes up. That's the button to select the modes. So very straightforward. So we'll get this on charge, and we'll see basically what you got on there. So we'll try and get as details as possible. But if we just put that on there, I've got a GoPro 4 already here, so you can compare the differences between the GoPros. As you can see, that's the 4. So this is the low level, low entry version of the GoPro, which is GoPro Hero, and this is the high end top range Hero 4 Black Edition with all the 4K recording, 25 and 30 frames per second. So you can see the difference on there. So this one's slightly a bit more bugged because it's also built into the chassis itself, and the difference is this has got 1, 2, 3 buttons. This only has 2. It has onboard microphone at the top here, and we also have one at the side here. And on here, the microphone, I think it is actually at the top somewhere. Because I was going to say the microphone would be quite poor on this, being in like a chassis. So somewhere along the microphone is around here somewhere. So obviously it's not really sort of identified where it is, but it is on there anyway. So you do get sound on it. I know you can buy these special lit USB leads that you can plug into the back and then have a separate microphone, because I find the audio on the mic, if it's in a shell housing like this, it's very muffled. But if you've got it open, it is quite clear. But I always find that additional microphone is always best anyway. Then on the GoPro 4, the high one, you've got them on the side here, the SD cards on the side. You've got a HDMI, you don't have HDMI on this to go output because 1080p, don't know why I've taken that off. I suppose the next model up gives you a few extra features, but yeah, just comparing between the two models here. So Hero 4, Hero. So this is about £99 or £104. This is the £409 or 300 something odd pounds. I think it's 300 odd pounds. So there's a big difference in pricing, and you can see the GoPro Hero 4 is obviously a lot slimmer because about the chassis on it and stuff. It is much more tinier than the actual the low end version of the Hero. So there you go, so that's them two here. So let's get this charged up and we'll quickly look through the settings, see how easy things are to change around. So she's all fully charged up to power on. I think it's just one press, and she powers up. And obviously underneath here you can see has no SD card in it. So I put SD card. It shows full battery and shows we're actually set as 720p SuperView 60 frames per second. We push on it, selects different ones, that's photo now, so one press brings you to photo. So there you go, 5 megapixels. Press again, you've got burst mode, 5 megapixel burst rate. And then once again, time lapse. Very straightforward. Back to settings. Okay, there's no Wi-Fi on here. Top button allows you to select your settings. then you can change the resolution from 720p to the options. So on the options here, so you select that, this will then scroll through the options you want. So that's 1080p 30 frames a second, 720 SuperView, 720 60 frames. So I'll put 1080p 30 frames. Okay, nice and easy. And then we just go back to menu. That's the spot meter off, upside down. This is quite cool because you can select upside down on, so that if you end up turning your GoPro upside down, it will actually rotate the camera view round. Otherwise it'll film upside down, which is a cool feature they had. So we've got upside down on, so we've got it on. Yep, on. And then we just then select, you can do NTSC or power. So we'll select power for the UK. We're all done. LED bright on, so you can turn the LED recording LEDs on and off. So if you want to do secret recording, you can have them turned off. Bleeps on. And then you've got date and time, which is set, and you've got erase, obviously delete. Straightforward as that. So there you go, got video on there, 1080p 25 frames per second. So nice and easy. So that's, and then obviously to turn it off, press and hold for a couple of seconds, and then powers off. This would be quite easy to, this would be quite good to do a test to see how long this battery will last compared against the Hero 4, because the Hero 4 one, if you're recording up to 4K 25 frames per second, you'll get around about an hour out of the standard battery. If you use a battery boost on the back or expansion pack on the back, you can get around about 2 hours from it. So an hour on standard battery. So it'd be interesting to know on these whether you get an hour or longer, because it hasn't got the Wi-Fi features on here. It's very basic settings. So I wonder if this will give you more battery to the camera staying on. So that'd be a good one to test out. So I might try that one. So there you go. That's the Hero. Basically the very low end of the GoPros. Hero, great Christmas present for kids to play around with, film in the park, filming riding their bikes or what they get up to basically. And if you're actually doing YouTube videos and you want to film at 1080p, these are pretty good ones to use for blogging with as well. Because obviously quite good with a selfie stick, fantastic little blogging tool, and it obviously beats a lot of the common cameras you use, being quite nice and small. You can carry it everywhere you go with you. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. We'll do some sort of new other tutorials on this camera to see what the battery life's like. Recording, we'll do some recording with it, see what the quality of the recording is, and take some photographs to see basically what the quality of the photographs are like as well. So there you go. So thanks for watching, guys. And remember, guys, hit that subscribe button, thumbs up, like this video, and any questions you have on this or any of the GoPro stuff, please comment below and I will actually respond. So thanks for watching, guys, and see you soon. Cheers.